Why do most tourists who have visited Northern Cyprus dream of staying here forever? How much does the accommodation cost? Why do foreigners buy real estate? DreamLife Cyprus is with you, and we will briefly try to answer all these questions in this video. Top 10 reasons why North Cyprus. Sunny Cyprus. Perhaps the main reason and advantage of the island is the sun. On average, Cyprus has 330 sunny days a year, and as you know, the sun directly affects the level of mood and happiness. In summer, the average air temperature on the island varies from 23 to 37 degrees Celsius and is tolerated quite easily due to the local climate. The winters are quite warm and on average vary from 10 to 22 degrees Celsius. Therefore, many people call it Sunny Cyprus. Clean sea, swimming season 7 months. The following important advantages include a clean and crystal clear sea. The massive swimming season begins in the month of May and ends in November. Because of this, the swimming season here is more than 6 months. Although, for many winter is not an obstacle to swimming, since the water temperature rarely drops below 20 degrees Celsius. And the large sandy and wild beaches attract even more with their unique beauty. Climate and air. Everyone who has been here notes the fact that Northern Cyprus has a very pleasant and healthy climate, especially for those who have chronic bronchial and asthmatic diseases. This is due to the fact that the island is washed on all sides by the salty Mediterranean Sea, as well as the lack of industrial factories and plants. Healthy and fresh foods all year round. The island of Cyprus is of volcanic origin, and the soil is very fertile. Therefore, farmers do not need to fertilize the soil with various salts and chemicals. Moreover, due to the favorable temperature conditions, vegetables and fruits are grown here all year round. Throughout the year, you will always have healthy and fresh food at a very affordable price. It is important to note the citrus fruits grown on the island, here they are available at a low price for 6 months. Lots of greenery and more. But we will talk about this in the next video, so do not forget to subscribe so as not to miss new videos. The island is also popular for marine fish products, always fresh sea fish, as well as high-quality meat products at a fairly low price. Still, here it is possible to carry restaurant and cafe business. Mostly the food here is healthy and very tasty, and the average egg per person will cost from 60 to 120 Turkish liras. On average, a family of 3 spends about $200 on groceries. A lack of crime. North Cyprus is a calm and quiet place to live and relax. Visiting tourists are always surprised to see open windows in cars or a phone left unattended in a store. And in general, you will not see alarms on cars or enterprises here. Here you can safely walk at night without fear for your life. Cypriots are peaceful and hospitable people, and there is a very good attitude toward foreigners. British education. General education in Northern Cyprus is free, including for foreigners, and although the quality of education is quite good, nevertheless, many choose private British education. There are several schools of secondary education in each region, and also, in Northern Cyprus, there are many international universities and educational colleges. Many people call Northern Cyprus the student island, as it has all the conditions for students and a large selection of affordable educational institutions. We will talk about this in more detail in one of the following videos. Low property taxes. When we talk about the fact that property taxes are low here, they are really very low in comparison with other countries. For example, when buying a property, the cost of the tax is 3% of the value of the property, and the annual tax is 1 Turkish lira and 25 kurush per 1 square meter. For comparison, in South Cyprus, the tax is 20% of the property value. Affordable real estate prices by the sea. One of the most important factors for investing in real estate in Northern Cyprus is its low cost, given the proximity to the sea. as well as the low cost of maintaining real estate. We have already filmed a video about real estate prices in previous videos. We will give a link in the description, but here we will briefly talk about the cost. The price, as you know, depends on the location, distance to the sea, the infrastructure of the residential complex, as well as the quality of construction. But if you take the golden mean, for example, a residential complex 500 meters to the sea that will have infrastructure of several swimming pools, a sauna, security playgrounds, etc., with an average quality of construction, then the cost per square meter will be from 1,000 to 1,300 British pounds for a fully finished property. This includes repairs, plumbing, kitchen furniture, and more. Of course, there are cheaper prices, but there are also much more expensive ones. But in the average or starting point for 2022, these numbers can be considered. The advantage of buying a new home is the fact that developers give from 2 to 6 years interest-free installments. And the keys are already given to you after making the first installment in the amount of 25 to 50%. A residence permit. If a person buys a property in Northern Cyprus, then the owner and his entire family can very easily obtain a residence permit on the basis of a sale contract. And this is the easiest way to get a visa. A visa is issued for 1 or 2 years, which can then be very easily extended on your own. Of course, there are other ways to obtain a visa, such as a work visa or a high-income visa, but it has its pros and cons. We will be making a separate video about this soon. It should also be said that all our clients receive full support and assistance in obtaining a residence permit. A clear upward trend in housing prices. For many, of course, this is not an advantage, but for most people who have already purchased property in Northern Cyprus, this is definitely an advantage. In the last 10 years, Northern Cyprus has become increasingly popular among foreigners, and because of this, the pace of development of the island has increased rapidly. Therefore, every year, real estate becomes more expensive by an average of 7%, but there were years when real estate grew up to 10%. And in the end, I would like to add that this is not the whole list of benefits. Despite this, it has its own, albeit minor, disadvantages. The island is distinguished by its calm and measured life. Here you can find peace from the bustle and noise of the city. The rhythm of life is noticeably suspended here. No one is in a hurry. Here people live and enjoy life. And probably the most important thing is hospitality. Cypriots are very respectful towards foreigners, and they especially love children. Northern Cyprus has become a holiday destination for many tourists, attracting with its peaceful beaches and mountains, as well as multiple historical infrastructure. The reasons why foreigners most often buy real estate are both for personal residence and for recreation at any time of the year, and the rest of the time the property is rented out. In this way, your property can pay off at about 7–8% a year. And another of the main reasons is investment for renting out or buying at the foundation stage for sale in finished form. A little life hack for people who want to move here permanently and don't know what to do here. Now you can often meet people who buy several properties at once. In one house, they live on their own, and the rest of the property is rented out. Having 2 apartments for rent, you can fully and fairly well provide for yourself and your family. And in the end, I would like to mention one more thing. According to the American Forbes magazine, Northern Cyprus has taken a leading place in the list of the best countries for real estate investment. We also talked about this on our channel. The link to the video is in the description under this video. Subscribe to our DreamLife Cyprus channel and don't forget to turn on notifications by pressing the bell. Write your questions under this video in the comments. See you in Northern Cyprus.